Hi, hope all is well with you and yours. Um, I want to speak on this issue of colorism, so called colorism, on Let's Talk. So let's talk about the falsity of colorism. I don't believe in it. This is strictly my opinion, all views and opinions expressed. I believe that it is a tool for racism. Let's be clear. Racism has to do with any discrimination, behavior, or acts against another group. It can include a wide range of activities or actions, what is economic, medical, educational, social, however you deem to view it. The reason why I say I don't believe in colorism is because people are using this word as if it's valid. The word that I think should be used is racism. And some people say, oh, black people are not racist towards each other. Yes, they can be. If it's destructive towards people of African descent or African American, black people, if it is demeaning to me, if it leads to anything that is debasing of African American, black, it's racism. The fact that a person has the influence to affect anything that's destructive to me is racist. When it's directed from that. Some people say, oh, if you don't have the power, economic power, but you have the influence to affect a negative or destructive outcome, it's racist. I have contemplated this. I've looked up the definition of racism. And I said, this is a bunch of ignorance that's being portrayed as far as colorism. I think I had noticed, or someone had told me about the thing with the basketball wives and the two females, or the one that was directing comments against the other. I have concluded that it's racist. Not because she's Afro-Latina and the other one is African. It's because what she's saying is directed towards the African woman based on her ethnic group. It's strictly based on the fact that she is African. It's strictly based on the fact that she is black. It's strictly based on the fact that she's melanated. Okay? The comments about monkey or gorillas or pulling up little emojis of monkeys. The question that you ask is, if this was a Caucasian person, would that have been done? Absolutely not. It is still racist. In addition, she made comments, and one female made comments to an Asian woman. So that clearly depicts the fact that she has a racist point of view. Can black people be racist toward each other? Yes. With the fact that no one has actually studied the effects of thousands of years of psychological conditioning towards self-destruction. I contend that Black, African American, Africans, melanated people can be racist towards their own group. The direct genocidal acts based on thousands of years of conditioning, using people as a tool to help annihilate their own ethnic group, is racist. Maybe you do not have the awareness, okay, to recognize destruction of your own ethnic group because the person appears to be from your group. They're just a tool to help destroy your own kind. And you can trace this as far back as you want to if you are interested in studying and doing research. It is still racist behavior. The fact that someone can just sit back and allow one of your own kind to be the tool for this genocidal act does not change the fact that it's racist. Pull the veil from in front of you and direct your intellect towards the behavior and attribute it to where it needs to be attributed to. It's hatred and acts of violence against Africans, children of African descent and their descendants, Black, melanated people who are being attacked through thousands of years of conditioning, global conditioning. So, if I recall correctly, you're talking about Lozada making comments towards OG, racist comments, destructive interaction because she's African. And saying that you're Afro-Latina does not change it, because you're not saying this towards your oppressors or a Caucasian person. You're not saying it towards the dominant group. You're saying it whereby it has an effect that's negative towards her, with the implication that you're trying to elicit a negative outcome in her that could be destructive towards her. Let us not play these childish mind games. Racism is strong and alive. And it is such a powerful tool when used so diabolically as to cause the very group, members of a group, to turn against themselves in genocidal acts and behavior and comments. People, beautiful people, stop the nonsense. There is no such thing as colorism. Get it right. It's racism. It's genocide. Okay? It's a behavior to help you wipe yourself up, because I don't have to do it. That's how they're looking at it. I don't have to do it. I've conditioned you for thousands of years to hate yourself, to hate your skin color in all its elegance and beauty. Okay? To attack each other intertribally, because we're all each other's expressions from the time we've been mixed up. We teach victims of abuse. If your abuser emotionally, psychologically, mentally, physically is abusing you is abuse. Well, all the aspects of racism, whether you're talking about my skin color, my nose, my eyes, my behind, my breast, is still racist. The fact that you have some influence over me to interact with anyone else and impact me in any form is still racist, because the behavior is destructive. There was no goodwill intent, and there is none. It's racist, it's racism, it's genocidal. Let's not get away from the behavior that is trying to annihilate us. It's fine if you disagree, but stop, think, take a minute to consider what I'm saying. Like, comment, share, subscribe. More than anything, think about it. Stop this inter-nation destruction. Stop participating in it. There's no such thing as you're light and you're dark and you're this and you're that. African is African. Okay? Look at it for what it is. We are who we are. A shade lighter or a shade darker is not going to change who you are to your enemy when they come for you. Thank you. Have a good day.